Welcome back. The ANC is showcasing the party's new online membership system. It was launched last week. Now, Secretary-General Ace Magashule is in Cape Town. The ANC hopes that through this initiative, it will help gather more voters as they look ahead to the 2021 local elections. ENC's Ronald Mahlangu is at that gathering and joins us live. Ronald, the Secretary-General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, has reiterated his support for former President Jacob Zuma.
Yes, a very good afternoon to you, Annie, from the Garden Court Hotel here in Woodstock, where about 100-strong ANC membership from the Western Cape have gathered for that all-important meeting. It is a gathering that's behind closed doors, so the media is not allowed, but we did manage to corner Secretary-General Ace Magashule earlier on, and he continues to really pledge his support for former President Jacob Zuma, saying that he has all the rights to support him given his fight during the liberation struggle. He says that even though he's been vocal about his support for Jacob Zuma, it hasn't really shown any divisions within the ANC. He went on to say, Andy, that the NEC have also taken a decision not to ban members who are seen to be wearing ANC regalia during former President Jacob Zuma's court appearances in Pietermaritzburg. Of course, that comes after Jacob Zuma recently received a warrant of his arrest for not appearing during his last court hearing. Of course, he's still in court for that arms deal case, and of course President Zuma citing illness for not appearing in court. We also spoke to Ace Magashule further on the matter, and this is what he said when I asked him whether or not he will appear during former President Jacob Zuma's next appearance in May.
The position of the ANC is that former President Jacob Zuma must be supported. What is the problem? It's an ANC position, it's not my position. And individuals have been, and members of the ANC have been supporting Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma was there during the election campaign. What is the problem? There is nothing wrong. He is a member of the African National Congress. Like many others, we support them. We support President Mbeki. We support everybody.
Points.
Ronald, aside from voter registration or online voter membership, Magashule also igniting calls for former President F.W. de Klerk to face the music for his recent comments about apartheid. What did he have to say?
Yes, indeed. Well, that's obviously an ongoing issue here in South Africa, and Magashule further reiterating that something has to be done to reprimand the former state president for his comments about apartheid, saying that he, like many other politicians, he wants something to be done. Of course, that comes after EFF leader Julius Malema questioning as to why former President F.W. de Klerk was allowed in the National Assembly. Ace Magashule had this to say with regards to what he thinks should happen to the former state president.
I've been stating what is factual, that apartheid was declared a crime against humanity, and I was saying we need to respect our own, we need to consolidate, we need to support our own. There's no way you can support de Klerk when you don't support President Jacob Zuma, who has actually fought for this liberation, and many others of our veterans and stalwarts of our struggle. And I'm just emphasizing the point that President Zuma is still a good member in standing, a member in good standing, still a member of the African National Congress, president, one of the presidents of the ANC. We only have 13. We are the most giant movement in this continent, and President Zuma must be afforded. He's a former president. He must also be afforded those status.
Ronald, did you get the sense that Ace Magashule addressed these issues at this event specifically as part of their pitch to draw voters or members?
I don't think this is one of the issues that he's addressing. I think mainly because why the ANC have gathered here, it's a roadshow, so they really want to try and garner more supporters, especially looking ahead to the local elections taking place next year. They want a system in place where people can find easy access to be members of the ruling party. Of course, the ANC wants to, especially in areas like the Western Cape where they've had dwindling support of members, they want to ensure that they have a strong membership here in the Western Cape. And Magashule will be those are one of the things that Mahlangu will certainly try to address, as the ANC feel that, there is a possibility that they could garner more supporters here in the Western Cape if they start their drive for those supporters in earnest rather than during that election year, which is in 2021.
Thank you very much for that, Ronald Mahlangu.